What up YouTube and welcome back collectors, it's Patrick, also known as Cardboard P, back with another video. In today's video we'll be opening up a Battle Partners Japanese booster box. This is going to be my second time opening a Japanese booster box. I opened a 151 Japanese booster box in the past and it was very fun, and we'll go ahead and tear this open. But I'm very excited to open this up. It comes with 30 packs with 5 cards in each pack. It has a little pull tab on the front. So we'll go ahead and rip that off and open it up and grab out all of our packs. But I purchased this from Smoke and Mirrors Hobby Shop. I've just been having a really hard time finding English packs in the wild, so I decided for the purposes of ripping, just because I mainly collect the artwork, that I'm going to be opening up Japanese booster boxes for these sets. And there are a few reasons for this, but we'll go ahead and get out all 30 packs and then grab the podium for any hits we have and then start ripping into them. These are a little bit different because they do only have 5 cards in each pack, but I'm very excited to start ripping into these. And my chases for this set are for SARs. Any of them would be great, but I would love to see the Salamence. That's probably my main chase card, as well as a few of the illustration rares, and you do get 3 illustration rares guaranteed per box. So we have the Beldum, and you're not guaranteed any holographics, so that was a dud pack. But there are still some cool cards like the Beldum inside, and I just like collecting the artwork, and the market right now is just absolutely insane. So I decided this is a little bit better. That's the wrong card trick, I think, maybe. But not too knowledgeable about the modern Japanese sets, but I do really like opening the vintage Japanese sets, as we have our first holo. So we'll go ahead and set that off to the side, the Magirna holo. But the reason I'm moving into Japanese modern is because the set sizes are smaller. These packs are a little bit harder to open up because I don't want to damage the cards, but the set sizes are smaller, and then like it is for the vintage packs, these are the first time that these artworks came out, and they are a little bit more affordable. I got this booster box for the same price that I would have paid if I got a Journey Together ETB on the secondary market, and that's just insane because you're not guaranteed anything aside from the promos in the ETB. And in this you get 3 guaranteed illustration rares, as we have the Japanese AO card, the Comfy, the Larvitar, the Bagon, and then the Iono's Electrode. So far we just have 1 holo, but like I said, you are guaranteed an SR, which in Japanese is either a full art or a SAR, which is a special illustration rare on the Japanese side of things. So we have Ens Clink, the Dunsparce Paris. This is part of a connecting artwork, so a pretty cool card. And bang, one of my main chases, the Wailord, out of this pack. And this is the reason why I wanted to open up a Japanese version of this box. So our first of our 3 illustration rares is one of my favorites in the Wailord. Absolutely love the watercolors on this one, and the texturing and the quality is a little bit better on these Japanese cards, so this one's pretty good centering wise, and definitely makes the box worth opening for me. So we'll go ahead and add that to the podium in the background. But a huge first hit for our illustration rares, so we should be expecting 2 more, and then something with some texture on it, whether it be one of the newer full arts with the trainers in the background, a regular full art, a trainer card, or an SAR. But these boxes are super fun to open, so I'm excited to see what we'll get. And we have another hit in the Ens Zacian, or the Hops Zacian, not N, but super cool card. I like the holo pattern on these EXs. And these cards are a lot less expensive than the English counterpart, but I think that's kind of a good thing in today's market, just because some of the prices on modern cards right now are just insane, and I'm planning on making a video discussing that in the future, just because as a collector it's kind of hard to look at my collection and not feel guilty for holding on to some of these cards that have crazy values attached to them now, when I was picking them up for a lot lower prices in the past. But it is what it is, and nothing I can do to control that. But I'm planning on slowing down on opening packs and just picking up graded cards from my collection, so look forward to more pickup videos. And I did just have probably my biggest pickup of all time, and I did purchase the Japanese Neo 3 Awakening Legends booster pack. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see what's in that. That is a super cool pack, as we have the Metagross by Mitsuhiro Arita. But probably my favorite set of all time, and I can't wait to crack into that. I have no idea how long. I'll let that one marinate, just because I'm so excited that one came on the market, so I decided to grab that for the collection. And then once we open that, that will be the last one I will probably open, and then we'll be able to move forward with my next grading submission, which I'll have to save up for because I have quite a few cards, as we have the Ludicolo. But in the meantime, instead of ripping packs, I'll be more active on Instagram, which I have linked in the description, where I take some high quality pictures of my collection and do a little bit of a write-up on each card and what the artwork or the card means to me. So if you're interested in that, feel free to connect with me on Instagram, as we have another one of my chases, the Iono's Kilowattrel. Probably one of my favorite illustration rares in this set. And the reason for that is up in the clouds you have a Magnemite cloud, which this one has a little bit of dust, it looks like, but a super cool card. Absolutely love the colors on this one. So 2 for 2 on banger illustration rares. This is probably my favorite set that has come out in the Scarlet and Violet era, this and Temporal Forces. But a beautiful card, so we'll go ahead and slide that Iono's Kilowattrel in next to the Wailord. And we're not even done with the first half of the box, and we have some great pulls so far. So we'll go ahead and break into this next pack. So we have the Noibat, the Pupitar, the Purloin, the Corvisquire, into the Dunsparce EX. So we'll go ahead and grab a sleeve for that guy as well. And we'll set him in the Hopsaucian off to the side of the podium. So far we got some great hits, and one thing I've been really liking about this box so far is you're not guaranteed a holo in every pack, and there's the absence of reverse holos, which I feel like when you do pull a holo, it makes it a little bit more special. And for me, I just absolutely love some of the artists and artwork on these cards, so I'm just looking to collect them, and a lot of times the Japanese version will look a little bit better than the English version, whether it be texture or just the card quality overall. So I'm excited to pivot my collection in this way and kind of switch up from modern cards, because back when I could go on a hunt, that was super fun and find cards in the wild, but it's been quite a while since I've been able to, so I'm testing this out. So we have a really cool Iono's Wattrel. I really love the colors on this card, how the lightning strikes kind of reflect the color of Iono's character design. The Dunsparce, the Ends Clink, and then one of my favorite regular illustration rares, and hopefully this is a sign if we pull the Articuno, that is my top 3 illustration rares out of this box, which would be absolutely crazy. Because I did pick up 2 of these. I am going to start a little bit of a sealed collection, but as many of you know, anything sealed I do buy I plan on opening in the future, but I'll just save those for a rainy day when I feel the need to rip some more Journey together. But hopefully we can just pull what we want from this box, as we have the Ends Reshiram, really cool illustration rare, and this one is by Rika, but a super cool card. We'll go ahead and add that to our holo pile, and we have the last pack from the first side. 2 illustration rares and 2 regular EXs, and we still have 1 guaranteed AR, or I guess they're called art rares. I've been calling them illustration rares, but we have 1 more guaranteed art rare in this box and our guaranteed SR, so I'm very excited to see what those ones are. But let me know how collecting has been going for you in the comments, if you've had any luck finding any modern cards in store, if you're excited for the new mega sets, and cards you've added to your collection recently. That pickup that I just made is huge. I ordered it yesterday, so I'm very excited as we have a holo in this pack of the Hops Double, I believe this one, the Wooloo Evolution. Pretty cool holo on that one. And I like how the illustrations depict the trainers Pokemon, a little ode to the Gym series, which is some of my favorite sets are Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge, especially with the work that Ken Sugimori contributed in those sets. So you have the Sprigatito into the Sandaconda. So a few dry packs in a row, and I just like recording these videos, and I appreciate everyone who hangs out with me. I've had a great day so far, and it is a long weekend, so I'm excited about that. And college football is back. Got some coffee today. It was in the low 70s, and I've been watching some football, and I'm very excited for the Notre Dame game. So go Irish. Let me know who you're cheering for in the comments, and we'll see if we can grab that last illustration or art rare out of this pack and see if we can get an SAR. But so far, pretty big fan of these. I got 2 cards that I really wanted. Wasn't able to find too many packs except for release day, as we have another EX card, this time the Lily's Clefairy. And like I said, this one is a 5-band graphics, but I think this is a pretty neat artwork. And the holo pattern looks good, and I'm a big fan of the trainer Pokemon, so Lily's a great trainer and super cute Clefairy card, so we'll go ahead and add that to the background as well. But the SARs that I like the most in this set are probably the Salamence and the Iono's Belly Bolt, so either of those would be absolutely electric. So we might have, it looks like it might just be a holo. So we have Ends Clink, the Shelmet, into the Tyranitar by Akira Igawa. So a super cool artwork. Akira Igawa is an incredible artist. She's been carrying a lot of the modern sets with her contributions, and I'm very excited to see which other cards she will add, and we'll go ahead and set that. I grabbed the sleeve for it, but really big fan of that Tyranitar card. And I do have a box of Terrestrial Festival, which is the Japanese equivalent to Prismatic Evolutions. So I may save that for the warm-up for our next vintage pack, but we'll have to see. We'll see if I come across any cards in the wild so we can have some English warm-ups like the past. But there is a guaranteed special art rare in that box, so I'm excited to see which one. It would be crazy if we got an evolution, but there are some really cool ones, like the Iron Hands I'm a big fan of. So we have the Dunsparce into the Stadium. We got a Zoomy cat behind me. Shout out Palu, always getting hype when I'm recording videos, so we'll see if she can summon a pull out of this pack. So we have Ensdar Manitan, the Zorua, the Wattrel that I like, the Rookidee, and just into a potion. So we're coming down. We have 7 packs, including this one. And we're still looking for an art rare and a SR. So it could be saving it till the end. We'll see here. And the quality of these cards is a little bit better than the English. Like just the back there. There's a lot less edge wear straight out of the pack. As we have the Salamence, which could this be a sign? That's my main chase card. Gen 3 Pokemon, a huge fan of Salamence. So that would be a crazy one to pull. I did pull the full art when I did find some Journey Together packs on the English side, so I do still have that card. And another reason that I'm moving into Japanese is there's a lot less of a pressure to sell the cards that I do pull just because the prices are a lot lower, so I'll hold on to them. As we have the Iono's Voltorb, this is another one that I absolutely love the artwork on, with those same lightning strikes on the side and the colors to reflect Iono. And then we have the Wailord Holo to go with our art rare, which was a huge first pull. Those two were some cards that I was really looking forward in this set, and those will probably be getting added to my grading pile, which I'm super excited to send off my next submission with all of my vintage holos, as we have another Gen 3 classic, the Regirock. It's an Uta artwork. The Larvitar, a Tomokazu Kamiya, Noibat, so I'll go ahead and set that one off to the side. Then we have Hop's Bag. 4 packs left, and 2 of them should have hits in them. And we'll see if we can grab maybe another EX. I'm not too sure on how many holos and EXs you're traditionally supposed to get in these packs, but we'll count up and see what we had in the recap. So we have the Metagross by Mitsuhiro Orita. Nothing in that one, and 3 more left. We'll see if we can pull the Carablast. That's another common or uncommon that I like in this set, illustrated by Yukamori. I guess sculpted by Yukamori. She's another one of my favorite artists. As we have Ens Kling Klang, the Lotad. This is also part of that connecting artwork. Piloswine, and then we have the Iono's Kilowattrel, so another holo to reflect our art rare, and just a super cool card. I really like the lines in that kind of bluish green color to reflect Iono. I think these trainer cards look incredible, and I'm super happy that they brought them back. And we have 2 packs left, and these should both contain a hit. So let's see what our final art rare and what our SR is. Hoping for an SAR, but like I said, you're not guaranteed one, as this pack was struggling to open, so that may mean it's hiding the goods inside. So we have the Bagon, another Gen 3 Pupitar, the Wooloo, and then the Furret, just a super cool artwork. This one's illustrated by Rend, and I really like their depictions of Pokemon, as they look very hyper realistic, and this is a super cute art rare. And that means that the SR is in the final pack, so it looks like we will have some last pack magic as we add that to the podium. And we'll move into our final pack here. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. It's kind of cool that it was in the last pack, so we're ending it with a bang. And we'll slow roll this one, as we have the Maractus, the Magmar, the Parasect, the Coughing, and there's nothing more we can wait for. Let's rip it. As we have the Salamence, this is not the special art rare, but this is the full art, and this is a card that I do have in English, and just an incredible texture. So I'll go ahead and get this one sleeved up here, and I'll grab my other one so we can do a bit of a comparison. But overall, I'm super happy with this box of Battle Partners, the Japanese equivalent to Journey Together, and a super cool full art. So we'll go ahead and get cleaned up here and then move into the recap. And moving into our recap out of that Battle Partners booster box, my favorite common that we pulled is this Noibat by Tomokazu Kamiya. Then we also got 7 holos, the Magearna holo, Hop's Dubwool, the Wailord, Ens Reshiram, Iono's Kilowattrel, Hop's Snorlax, and my favorite out of the bunch, the Tyranitar by Akira Igawa. Just a super cool artwork on this one. Then we did pull 4 double rare EXs. We got the Salamence EX, the Lily's Clefairy, Hopsasian, and the Dunsparce. And then our SR in the box was the Salamence, which is a super cool card with some cool texture, and I actually did pull this in English. So you can see the little bit of differentiation between the two. They look very similar, especially from an artwork standpoint, and I do think the Japanese language, the characters look very nice on these cards. And then the backs of the cards, but I think it's pretty cool that we pulled this SR out of our booster box. This one has a little bit more of a pronounced texture on it. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but a Gen 3 Pokemon, and one that I'm planning to add to my shiny team in Sapphire. So I'm excited to hunt for Bagon in the future, but a very cool pull. And then we did pull our 3 art rares. The first being the Furret by Rend, a super cool, hyper-realistic depiction of this Pokemon. And then 2 of my chases, we have the Iono's Kilowattrel, just a beautiful artwork. This one is by Tarada Terra, and a super cool artwork overall, and I love the Magnemite cloud in the air and the colors on this one. In sort of a chibi anime style, I just think it's a very cool and cute card. And then my favorite pull of the video is the Wailord art rare, which is a Gen 3 classic Pokemon and just a beautiful card. So many different colors on this one. And I love the underwater landscape Pokemon, and this one has some really cool coral, but a very cool card overall, and I'm very excited to open more Japanese product in the future. I did buy the Japanese Neo 3 Awakening Legends booster pack, and I'm very excited to open that up. So stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed today's video and this opening, make sure to leave a like on the video, and consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy discussing Pokemon artworks and enjoy the content. But other than that, thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.